Good job! 50 money! I still think the other one's way faster. Is it like... No? I think we did it in about the same time, but the other thing feels faster, the mail delivery. And tricks don't give you any points, so spam the triangle! No! No, why you... No, don't grind, don't grind! 10 seconds, that's faster. Got stuck as well for like a second and a half in this one. In the like smash the cart one or the skateboarding one. Thanks, you're a big help. Yeah, okay. I don't want to read that anymore. Now I've decided. The last bird. Yeah, okay. No, wait. I want to jump off the rail, not method. That is Def's snowboarding thing, by the way. Oh, okay, yeah. I thought it was, because I've skateboarded, and I'm like, it's been a long time since I've like actually had to... Oh, fuck. Why is it... I hit circle like 3 times and nothing happened. And so then I started doing a heel flip, seeing if I was doing it wrong for some reason. I was like, I'll try X instead of circle, and no. Why can't I just do the jump? But yeah, I love skateboarding. I never really got any good at it. The best I could do was like a kickflip. But I definitely used to know like a lot of the tricks, if not like everything that was like doable, because I played Tony Hawk games and skate a lot. Way more than I probably should have. 50 money! How close are we? Am I gonna have to manually check, or are they gonna let me know? 530 money. I think we need 800. Games are bomb? Yeah, I got a little tired of Tony Hawk. I can't remember. I think I remember there being like a couple bad Tony Hawks that I didn't enjoy before Skate came out, and then when Skate came out, I lost my goddamn mind. Although I was really mad with Skate 3? Were there 3 Skates? And the new one's supposed to be Skate 4? The last Skate game infuriated me because the first 2 games I played on the hardest difficulty from the get-go, and just like I got to the point where like I was playing online. I don't know if the first one had online, but the second one definitely did, and I was at the point where like I was topping the leaderboard that they had every day. After it reset, I was always getting like top 3 on the racing, and sometimes on the tricking I would get high up on there. But like I was doing really well in that game, no issues, could do everything, got all the achievements and everything. And then in the third one, I started on the hardest difficulty, and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't get any of the questing, the main story, whatever you want to call it. I couldn't do any of it at all, and it drove me fucking insane because the game shouldn't be so fucking hard that like the previous game you can beat the shit out of easily on the hardest difficulty, and then the next one, the hardest difficulty, is like too hard, and then on top of that is so hard that you can't even complete the story on it. Like, holy fuck. And I did not want to like swallow my pride or whatever you want to call it, and then drop down difficulties and then work my way back up, if that was even gonna be possible. I don't know. But yeah, I love skateboarding games though. I never tried to skateboard. My shitty balance wouldn't mesh well. Yeah, it took me I think it was like 2 years of just like dicking around on a skateboard and not actually knowing what I was doing before I finally realized that I ride goofy, and you have to know also what's more natural for you, if pushing Mongo is natural or not. So there's like, you have to know the 4 different ways to skate to try to find the one that fits best for you, and then you can actually start doing stuff with it. And my balance wasn't too terrible, but it was always not that great. I could only ever do kickflips, and that's like about it. I hated pain sucks when you're little. So I was not about to like try shit that my friends were willing to try. I don't know why they would do that shit. But I eventually got to caster boarding, and I fucking love caster boarding. I like made up my own tricks on it and shit that other people didn't do, but I never did any like flip tricks because that was even harder. Alright. Mail delivery. Nope, god damn it. So I think what's happening is after I think there's like a timer between the third and fourth letter where it's not gonna let you jump no matter what you do. Because that time I avoided the grind completely and I still couldn't jump, and I was spamming circle all the way from like halfway down the ramp until I hit the invisible wall. So I think it's probably you're not able to do better than that. Do you have preferred the hardest to be easier? Maybe they figured Skate 2 was too easy. The hardest to be easier? Well, I would have kept the difficulty consistent. Maybe add... Well, so I think they might have added an extra difficulty. I can't remember. But I think that the hardest difficulty shouldn't have been physically impossible to pull off when I could go play Skate 2 on the hardest that same day and just beat all the endgame content, everything, just destroy it, and then also kick everybody's ass online. Like, if I can do that, I shouldn't jump to Skate 3, play the hardest difficulty, and have a hard time. It should be about the same, but I'm fine with it being significantly harder. But being impossibly hard is where I draw the line. Like, that's just fucking stupid. If I can't do the tutorial, it's so hard, then fuck that. And so I didn't play the third one. I played it for like an hour just struggling, and then I tried, I think, on a lower difficulty and hated it still, and then I just never went back to it. I've always wanted to go back to it and play it, though. I played... crap, was it last E3? I think it was the E3 before last. They announced a skating game. Was it called Project Skate? I actually wrote about it because it was such a good, like, interesting concept, I guess. The idea is skate, but you use both thumbsticks to control flip tricks and shit instead of just one. And it's actually really good and like fucking 30 times harder than skate is normally. It's crazy. But I highly recommend checking it out. They have a crap, what is it? Hold on. I think it was called Sessions? Sessions game? Session... So I think they have a demo on their Kickstarter that you can download. And it's really buggy, and it looks like they made a lot of progress, but they're not going to let anyone try anything, like, until the game actually comes out. Let's see... Or maybe it was like an Indiegogo where you could download it. There we go. Shit. I should have opened this on the laptop. Oh yeah, it's muted, so we're good on that. I'm gonna throw up a link in chat in case you're interested. So they're funded and everything, but in the Kickstarter is a demo download link. I see. I feel like games breaking apart into difficulties is always a headache because either too easy or way too hard. I like that when there's more difficulties, that's always better. Because I've never had an issue going like I don't know. I started with like Halo. It was like just start on normal and like, or work your way up from like the easier difficulties, and that's when I didn't play FPS games, so I couldn't do them worth dick. And then by the time like Halo 2 comes out, I can like play on normal to start, and then by the time we got to Halo 3 and on, it was always start those games on Legendary because it's challenging and doable. And then I got to the point where like Halo 4 I was playing Legendary, All Skulls on, or Mythic, whatever you want to call it. So I definitely like having like tiers and stuff. The problem was that like I think just the mechanics and the preciseness of the hardest difficulty in Skate 3 was like just too ambitious and crazy because the controls and everything are not good enough for you to be able to accurately line up tricks without depth perception, because it's a 2D plane that you're looking into, so like you can't do anything. And then it was a combination of that with Like, I don't want to have to swallow my pride and play on an easier difficulty when I know that I can play on the hardest difficulty in the other games, and it shouldn't be that hard on the hardest difficulty in that game. Heroic? Oh, okay, so I think it was like Halo 3-ish, it was heroic, and then I could work my way up. Is legendary the hardest? Because I can't remember. I just know by the time we got around to Halo Reach, I could do legendary right off the bat, and Halo 4, I did legendary right off the bat and went up to mythic. I wish I had done mythic on Halo Reach, though. Where are we at here? 580? Legendary stop. Played Reach on Legendary, and honestly, it was a hassle. That sucks. I don't know, I really was passionate about bungee shooters back in the day. Ah, come on, let me jump! Fuck you! I really fucking miss bungee shooters. There's a hole in my heart where bungee shooters used to exist, and it is not gonna be filled by today's standard bungee. Like, after Destiny 1, that was enough to fill the hole there, but Destiny 2 was not. It was most definitely not, so I don't expect them to be able to pull off another Destiny 1. Halo Infinite? After Halo 5, I don't know if I can get into Infinite. I'm definitely gonna try it, because, you know, the dream is maybe, but probably not. I really hope so, though. Because, I mean, if you assume that that Bungie was for Destiny was half of a Bungie team, then 343 or whatever, right? I think that's who it is. Should still hopefully maybe be half of a Bungie team, so they can still sort of get away with maybe coming out with a Bungie feeling shooter. Because 343 worked on, did they do Reach and Bungie had just created the like engine or basically the groundwork for Reach, and I know for 4 it was the same engine or whatever, but 343 did everything on that, and Halo 4 like blew my fucking mind, so maybe they have it in them. I hope they do. Halo 5 though, oof. I want the money! Give me all the money right now! What didn't you like about Halo 4? I remember there were some minor issues, but for me it was everything I need from a Bungie shooter. Halo 5 is on. I honestly hate the Hunt the Truth audio story. Remember that? I do remember it being a big debacle, I think. But I don't remember it at all, because it just kind of everything dropped off the map for me Halo-wise when 5 started becoming a thing. I like already lost interest because I know that Bungie wasn't working on it at all. Even though like Halo 4 I thought Bungie had like a hand in, but it felt like Reach, which is the main thing I want. That dialogue is BS. Was the what was it? The Hunt the Truth audio story? No, I'm thinking of ODST's audio story or whatever that was like in the game, which was actually really cool. I'd say thanks, mate. Now piss off. What, to the Hunt the Truth audio thing? I remember what was it? There was a thing that they had on the 360 for Halo. Like, basically with Halo Reach and Halo 4, you would launch this 360 like Xbox Live app. And it was called like Halo something. I want to say Halopedia, but I'm pretty sure it's not called Halopedia. And you could like link your Halo stuff, and then you could unlock like a cosmetic in Halo Reach, and then in Halo 4 there were other things you could unlock. Like, I think there was like a flame skull effect or something that you could use, and getting like achievements and beating challenges and different things like that would like unlock things in it, which was really cool. Was it called Waypoint? It sounds like that's about it. But yeah, I don't know where I was just gonna say something about Waypoint being really fucking cool and that I liked it. I don't know why though. I got too lost in thought. Where are we at monies wise? 780. Hell yeah. I think something existed that did stuff in Halo. I love Halo Reach. Oh my god, Halo Reach. I played it on my Xbox One when they added it, like as the reverse whatever stuff. And I had so much fucking fun. It was crazy how many people were playing it. Just going around, fucking around on SWAT was so good. Alright, are they gonna tell me how much I need, though? It just says some money. Hayner went up this hill. It looks like he's waiting at the station plaza. Seems he's got some things to do, my brain, so I'm going to try hard too, okay? Hayner said he'd take care of things, but I knew something like this would happen. You could start work at this board, or at the tram common board. Tram common board? You know, I'm gonna assume I have enough money. Alpha Zombies on the sword base. That's my shit. Was Alpha Zombies like your Covenant zombies and you do the like super dodge thing at people and swing? That was interesting when it came out. I liked it, but I remember it getting toxic for some reason. And so I kind of like, strayed away from it. It was definitely, I liked it originally though. I remember when I saw the first person using, I don't know if it was an assault rifle that shot rocket launcher rockets. It was like, they would just jump into the air, basically like almost no clip like, and just fire down like 1,000,000 rockets a second. And it was just so fucking brutal. That's normal affected. Alpha Zombies was they had sprint. That's the only difference, because I'm pretty sure I remember, because I'm picturing like, was sprint a thing in Halo Reach? It was an ability, right? Because I remember sprint being a thing and you had like really high jumps and a really far dodge, like crazy far in the zombies that I'm picturing. That curve in their back while skating is a statement. The statement is the main character has no butt. No, that curve in their back? What are we talking about? What? I have to move those items into this garage. Posted a help wanted ad, but no one's come yet. What? Dude, I helped you like fucking 5 times. I can't believe this. Betrayed. Skate, bitch. Oh, in Skate, the game, you mean? Okay. God.